Bonjour and welcome back to my channel, Date Vlogs. I hope y'all are having a really good day today. And for today's video, this is going to be a little different type of video. This is a video that I actually did quite a while ago, probably like, I don't know, like 3 years ago maybe. So this is going to be a bit of an updated version. So this video is going to be what's on my iPhone 17. So if you're liking this video so far, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button and you hit the red subscribe button for more videos like these, and make sure you also click the notification bell so you never miss a new video that I post ever. Please, we never want to be missing out on anything new that I post because you didn't click that bell button. So guys, apart from that, let us get rolling into this video. Alrighty you guys, so the first thing we're going to start off with is my lock screen. This has a photo of Barcelona. I went on a cruise, and then also scripture kind of from Bible chat. So when we unlock my phone, basically, we'll go into messages, and then there's this Widgetsmith that I have. The app Widgetsmith, obviously, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of, basically, because my mom and I are going to be taking a trip, hopefully sometime next year, so I have this to start. And I have messages, which I'm not going to go into, because some of it's, like, private. Mail, which I have, like, 2 emails linked to here, which is the one from my college and my personal email, my calendar, obviously photos, my camera app, maps, which I do use quite a lot, my clock, and then weather, which I use a lot too. If I want to open it up, Freeform, which that's not really something I use. Apple TV, I don't really use that much either. iTunes, not so much. The App Store, obviously, I sort of use that. Settings, yes, I use that. FaceTime, yes, I don't really use it that much. I really don't use it actually a lot. I haven't really used it in a really long time. Podcast, don't really use that either. Journal, not really. And this is healthcare, so this has my Apple Health, Fitness Impulse. So Trash Panda, which I don't have anymore, it basically allows you to scan food to see like what the nutritions are and like if it's good or bad, kind of. And there's Stress Watch, which basically monitors your stress levels. It's more for like your Apple Watch, and Follow My Health, which that's the thing that my doctor's office uses. And then Ruby, which I don't remember what that does. Valtor, I don't remember, and you might don't remember what that does either. Utilities, which is a Microsoft Authenticator. When I was at my community college, that's what I had to use to get in. Google Authenticator, I sometimes use when I need to get in the Discord on my phone. Google, I have that. Verizon Call Filter, because I'm here Verizon. Ticketmaster, which I haven't used since I went to my first concert. LinkedIn, I don't really use it. ZipRecruiter, sometimes. Indeed, I use a lot for looking for jobs. I use that more, and I probably use ZipRecruiter. Chrome, which I actually just used earlier. Angie, which that basically allows you to just like find things if you need jobs done around like your house or just in general. OpenTable is something that you should honestly familiarize yourself with. If you're going like abroad, basically like if you're going to Europe, this was something that my mom used when she was abroad as well, so I downloaded it in case I ever needed to use it. Handshake was something that I was introduced to in my community college, and now my university also uses it as well to get campus jobs. Credible, I don't really remember what that does. And Sprout basically auto applies for jobs for you. And Restify, I'm pretty sure if I remember that right, it's for like, if you find a recipe on TikTok you like, I think this is an app you can add it into if I remember that right, but who knows. Imagine, which that obviously I do use quite frequently. MJR I haven't used in a while. AMC, not really. Netflix, I don't really use the app, but I do use Netflix quite frequently. Music ID, haven't really used that. Disney Plus, I sometimes use it because I like to watch the Earth from above on there on my phone so much. Travel, I have Flight Tracker, Hopper, which is an app that a lot of you probably have heard of. TripAdvisor, I use that quite frequently. Flight Delta, I use that quite frequently too, because I mainly have been flying Delta these days. American, haven't used that. Citymap, it's mainly used in Europe, basically, like if you need to find like certain like transit ways to get around. Translate, which is Apple's version. JetBlue, G7 Taxi is an app I heard about when you're abroad in Europe. Daily Drop, which I believe that's through Karen Nate, if you know who I'm talking about. Speedometer, I just randomly have it because I saw it. Student Universe, which that's basically an app where you can get like flights for free and on a discount, basically. Yeah, United, Air Canada, WestJet, Allegiant, and Eurostar. Eurostar you use if you want to take the train from like Paris to go like London, or you want to go to like somewhere else in Europe, so I have it for that reason. You have Ultimate Break if you want to do like study abroad trips. CNFF, it's another rail line, and then the rest is kind of just like the Points Guide, which it's the app I don't use, but I do read the Points Guide quite frequently. And also some other apps I don't really use that much. So this is just all apps that I don't really use that much. So then I'll go with the real estate, which just, I don't think you guys really care about that. And this is kind of irrelevant too. And then I have voice memos, which I don't really use. Apple Watch, I sort of use that. Files, I sort of use, and then in food and drinks, Highways for, obviously, for pizza. I have Shake Shack, which I love Shake Shack Jets, which I love that too. Beyond, they have really good smoothies. DoorDash, which I haven't quite used in a while. Tim Hortons, Starbucks. I just used my Starbucks app earlier to get myself Starbucks. Dunkin', which I don't really use. Dairy Queen, Krispy Kreme, Little Caesars. A lot of these apps I don't really use that much. Just Baked is the app through my university if I want to get food. And then extras, it's just like tips, contacts, Find My, Shortcuts, which is Widgetsmith, which is obviously what you saw on my first screen. Life360, which my mom and I use a lot. Wallplace, don't use that. BetterNet, it's something I've heard of. Compass, I sort of use that. ThemeKit and No Caption, don't really use it. And then for games, I have Roblox, Cross the Road, Among Us, obviously. Why wouldn't I? Travel Buddy, Piano with Songs, Sorry, and I have Sway, which that basically is what replaces this other app, Sway. I'm sure you've probably heard of it, so I mean, if you want to go add me, I mean, you can go and add me. I do like it a lot. Word on Cross, which that basically is doing like word search, like words like in a box. Word search, which I do a lot. Happy Color, I absolutely love it. Pac-Man, which I do sometimes. Cut the Rope, it's just, I love that. Solitaire, which my grandma got me into. Uno Wonder. Fruit Ninja, I like to do that. Multi-Dev, which that basically is where you can do sum up all these charts that you've probably seen on like your For You page and everything. Blackjack, because I just taught myself how to play Blackjack like earlier this year. Find the Cat, it's just you just find cats basically. Mario Run, which I liked, I was trying to replay it again. Drop the Number, you guys probably all know. Raise Penguin, WoW, Block Blast, and then Mexican Train is like my folders are kind of all over the place because I deleted apps and it just looks wonky. And then social media, this is the folder I probably access the most. YouTube, which I'm obviously currently using to record this video with. TikTok, I'm an avid TikTok user. You can go and add me. I believe it's in my about my Discord, which I use to communicate with my Roblox friends. Pinterest, I kind of use it. I mainly use it for inspiration for like Bloxburg houses and just other things. Lemonade, it's like the Pinterest for TikTok basically. So TikTok basically powers it. Instagram, I'm a heavy Instagram user as well. Snapchat, I've been starting to use a little bit more. Hyper, basically, you can basically like have it in there to take like things, pictures of stuff. Face Value, Arta B-Rail, which I use that quite frequently. JBL Protocol, the app for my speaker. YouTube Studio, Threads, which is through Instagram. SCR, CapCut, which I used to use to edit videos. I don't remember. And InShot, which is the editing software that I use. And then Steam, obviously, just in case I want to check stuff. Famous Birthdays, Twitch, I sometimes use that. FaceApp, Atlas Search, Meta Horizon, I use that for like my VR thing. Newsbreak is how I read the news now. EarthCam, I like to look at that. Best Shot, which I think it's like certain things about you. Be Present, Hypic, which I just downloaded. I believe it was, I don't remember what it was for. And then you have like UMax, you have Looks, Maxing AI, just to help me kind of just improve my looks and everything. Astro Club, which basically tells you like your sign and everything. I'm in Aries actually. Face Lab, which basically scans your face. Rate App, which basically rates horoscope. I think you can use it for clothes, or you can use it to enhance your photos. Bumped, which I believe it's like the app where you can see what your friends are doing and you can see like a live photo. Loom, which is I just downloaded today. Faves, Mewing, and some of these other apps I don't really use that much. I'm gonna go into finance. Chase, which is who I bank with actually. Stocks, Wallet. Venmo is how my mom pays me for things. Fidelity, Stock Twist, Zelle, which sells through Chase. Folio Wallet, you basically can add like you can add like cards in there, like a Rec Center membership. A store card, it's good to have it in here as well, especially if it's one of your parents and you want to have it in there in case you want to use it. Monarch is because I was just curious to see what it was all about. Rocket Money, which I used it briefly. Autopilot, which that basically does like all the stocks that like the billionaires do basically, which I don't use anymore. Venomize, Nerd Wallet, Lena, and Bye Bye. That's basically like showing you how much time that you have, how many hours you have to work in order to buy something. Info, it's just Empass, it's not really much in here, so I'm just going to move on right away. Canvas, which that was what I was using at my community college, which I don't go to anymore. I just finished my community college earlier this year. And then this app is my community college, I don't use it anymore. And then Max, this is something that allows me to like sync my school calendar, so basically it will notify me if I have any assignments due. Like it syncs that, which I like a lot. These two apps are through my university. And then Cam Scanner, which basically allows me to turn things into PDFs. Quizlet, I use that sometimes. Socratic, which that's basically like a thing. Photomath, I sort of use. Golf, I use that quite frequently. calculator, I use that quite frequently. Gmail, not so much because I use my actual Apple Mail. Docs, TurboLearn AI. I will honestly always be a TurboLearn AI ride or die. It's basically like this AI thing where basically like if you have like a set of notes basically that you want to have in there, all you do is you just take a picture of it and you can just import it in there. Or if you want to just record, if you need to record a lecture, if your professor talking, you just hit the record button and then it will like summarize it for you. And there's like quizzes, podcasts. I definitely will talk about it more probably in another video most likely. Speechify, which that basically reads textbooks to you. Saturn is basically like kind of like a community thing, I think, if I remember that right. Grammarly, I do use that to help me with my spelling and punctuation. Zoom, which I haven't used in a hot minute. Teams, which I last used when I was at my community college. Slides and Sheets, which that's what my university uses now. They're all through Google stuff now. Mathway, ChatGPT, I use that quite frequently as well. Not on my phone, but on my laptop I do. Chegg, I haven't used that in a while. Sharper basically allows you to add like textbooks in here. AirMath, which is like another math way. Help You. Quizard, which I'm sure you've been hearing about all about your For You page. It's like basically it's kind of like Turbo, but it can help you with like other stuff as well, or I think it does similar things if I remember that right. Credible, Gizmo, it does the same thing as Turbo. Unstuck, it does the same thing. Wiser, I'm pretty sure it does. Khan Academy, basically like if you need to learn a new concept, that's kind of what I use. Calories, I don't remember why this is in here. I think it was from my health class years ago. Snap Calculator, just more calculator apps. Cengage, which that was what my textbooks was actually through. Nova, yeah, a lot of the, and then Penji, which is what my community college was using if they needed to get tutoring sessions. Canva, which I actually use Canva quite frequently. Corsica, which allows you to kind of sync your calendar, not your calendar, but like your schedule like with it. Notes, and then some of these other apps which basically to kind of do the same things that those app does. And then shopping, I have the Apple Store, CVS, Etsy, Casetify, Shein, Amazon, which I use quite frequently. Fetch basically is like you take pictures of receipts and you can get rewards. You can turn around and use those points for gift cards, which I've done that multiple times. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Parso, which that's basically allows you to track packages. It hasn't really worked that well for me. Hollister, which obviously I'm a Hollister ride or die. It's one of my favorite stores to go to. PacSun, I'm also a ride or die on PacSun as well. Believe it or not, these sweatpants I'm actually wearing are actually from PacSun. Kroger, which I kind of use in case I need to add stuff for the grocery order. I have my mom's account. Walgreens, Target, American Eagle. Again, I like American Eagle too. Meijer as well, which if I need to add stuff I can. North Face, Nike, Overstock, which obviously Overstock bought Bed Bath & Beyond, so now Overstock has taken it over. Adidas, Wayfair, which actually this bed that you see is actually from Wayfair, believe it or not. Under Armour, AnyList. AnyList is basically where you could like do lists, and I used to use this quite frequently actually. Lululemon, I did it for my